What's going on, guys? So it's been a while since I made a video. Wanted to make a quick one real quick. Summertime is here, and you know what that means. It's jet ski season, baby. Couple issues I'm having with my current Kawasaki X2 is the stop switch. It wasn't stopping, so got a couple of fixes for that, and I will pass it on to you guys in one way or another. The one thing that did happen was this little rubber boot on the inside of the stop switch, as you can see here. Got a new one installed. I 3D printed that one. It's a flexible filament. I replaced the original silicone one because it tore with a 3D printed version, and it's working out great so far. But the other thing I was having issues with is that lower hole closest to me is stripped out, and I'm going to show you guys how to fix that. Now, while I don't expect you guys to have all of this stuff, it's pretty commonplace for people to have a soldering iron, and I think a standard soldering iron tip should work fine in this application, but you will need to order a couple of these guys here. So these are threaded, heat set threaded inserts, and they're super handy for plastic type deals like this. So those threads are made into the plastic currently. We're going to drill that out with a 1/4 inch drill bit because these are M5 inserts, and the closest thing to that size is a 1/4 inch, and you're going off of the end of the barrel right there. That's the size you're going after there. And basically you just drill as deep as you need to. You don't want to go too far, the depth of this insert, because you don't want to go through the actual switch body. And stick the soldering iron on the tip of that thing and we'll go through it, but it just melts right in there. Gives you a nice metal, all metal thread instead of having plastic that, you know, if you're doing maintenance or taking the thing apart, or if you're over tighten it, it's going to rip the threads out on the plastic. So these, with any luck, will not rip out. Since this is wired into the jet ski and it's a huge pain in the ass to take off, at least until I put waterproof connections on it if I ever need to, which I don't really see the need to do that right now. I'm going to do the work right here. So I'm going to drill this out to the depth that I need to, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take the 1/4 inch drill bit and I'm going to mark it with a Sharpie for the depth that I need to go so I don't go too far. Okay, so the way I size this bit up to the actual insert is take the back half of the drill bit and just kind of hold it up to it. And if you don't have calipers, and I do, I'm just lazy, this is a good way of doing it. So it looks about right. Obviously, it's better to go, you know, as close as you can. Obviously, don't go too big. You don't want to go bigger than the actual splines on the heat insert here, the little teeth. But going too small is also detrimental as well, because what will happen is that plastic has to go somewhere, and typically it either goes into the hole, goes into the threads, or it comes out and makes a big mushroom, and you don't want that either. So we'll go ahead and mark this. So what I do is I'm going to go to the, and we'll go to the very end of the bit, and I'll just kind of mark the drill bit about where I need to be stopping. It's okay to go a little bit past it. You don't want to go too far though, because then you'll drill through the actual housing. But hopefully I don't screw this up on camera, because that would suck. So I don't have another one of these, and in this day and age, something like this is going to cost an arm and a leg because everybody's charging too much for everything. I'm just going to drill this out real carefully, and I think my drill bit is completely dull. There she goes. Just try to drill it as straight as you can. Obviously, don't hurt yourself in the process. You could do this on a bench. You're a lot better off. The other thing you want to manage is your drill speeds. If you overspeed the drill bit, it will melt the plastic, believe it or not. Okay, so we're going to do a little test fit. That fits in there real nice. I'm going if you can see that, but it is stuck in there right there, and that's kind of what we want. So anytime you're doing a heat set insert, you want to make sure you have enough meat around it to accommodate for those splines, because if it's too close to the wall, what's going to happen is it's going to melt through. That is a possibility with this as well, but it is most likely ABS, and we're just going to go really slow. Make sure we don't push too fast or push too slow and melt everything. So on to the next part is my current setup, which of course you don't have to have, my soldering iron. So this soldering iron setup is really, really nice. You don't have to have this. I think it goes up to 700 degrees or something crazy like that. I think it might go even higher than that. But the other thing I got were these little tips. And if you're doing like smaller stuff like M4, M5, you probably don't need to have these specialty tips, but they're like 10 bucks on Amazon. But you have to have a specific soldering iron. This one in particular has the threaded barrel here that is removable and allows you to put the tooling, the threaded tooling on the inside of here to be able to screw on the different tips. This soldering iron is a Yuhua. I think it was like 60 or 70 bucks. Again, not necessary, completely necessary anyways, but it is very handy. And if you're going to be doing soldering and you get tired of having a soldering iron that just doesn't get hot enough, quick enough, this will make you very, very happy. Basically, we're going to take this little tip, and I'm not going to do it with my fingers because it'll burn the shit out of my fingers. You slide it. Each one is sized specifically for each size of insert. This one says M5 on it. They should have it like etched on there or engraved on the actual tip. If it doesn't, you just test fit it. You'll figure it out. So give her a go. Doesn't take long because brass is a good conductor of heat. If this thing is in fact hot enough to be able to do this. Oh, there she goes. She's going in, she's going in. Going in. Hopefully I did it deep enough. We're about to find out. If you have like little plastic burrs, you can get them off. Gotta make sure we go flush, or as flush as we can get it. Yeah, I didn't go deep enough. That's what she said. But we'll make it through there. Okay. Oh, it's fine. We could shave that stuff off. Alright, so let me get you guys a closer look. You can see that seems like not the best. A little bit of plastic, a little slag hanging off of it. We can get that off with a razor blade or something. It's not that big of a deal. Obviously you want to try to prevent that if you can. And be careful not to burn yourself because this is hot and I just burned my finger. So that's pretty much it. And we got fresh metal threads in there. And ain't nothing stronger than that, buddy. So I'm just going to shave this off, this excess off with a pocket knife. Should get it close enough. The only real concern I have right now, and it takes a little bit of practice, maybe do a couple of practice holes with a couple of inserts. Usually you can buy these inserts on Amazon, a whole set of them. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, like the kits that they have on Amazon, they go down really small to like M2 or something, which is completely unnecessary for most people. But it does have M3s, M4s, M5, M6, and they do make them bigger than that, but I don't really need anything over M6 at the moment. But you can order individual bags of certain sizes if you run out, and that's what I've been doing, and just refilling that little container because it's super handy, keeps everything organized. If you guys want, I can send you a link. Otherwise you can get on Amazon and look for it your damn self. Alright, let's see how everything threads together. Make sure everything fits properly. Everything's fit and flush. And obviously I test fit the screw, it is an M5 screw. I don't know what the thread pitch is, standard M5 thread pitch. And it's working out good, it's holding in tight, and we're done. So I'm going to leave that top hole alone for now. You guys can always do that yourself. If you want to do them both, you can, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, drop them below. Thanks.